All right, so now that we have seen different ways of creating an array, let's see how if we can access it. Accessing array members or items is similar to what we have seen earlier. All right, what I have on the screen, I have created an array. Let me just change these numbers a little bit, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Let me add one more. 60 and maybe even one more, 70. How many members? I have 6 members. Very good. All right. So I've created array 1 and I'm going to say array 1 at index where I want, these are all based on zero base indices. At index 3, this is going to be the fourth member. 1, 2, 3, fourth member, or index 0, 1, 2, 3. So this must give me 50, and sure enough, it's 50. Let's see how this works with matrices, right? Let's create a matrix manually. We have created matrix before, all right? Remember, this was a matrix, right? Or this was a matrix. We have done this before, so let me see if we can manually create one. I'm going to say array 2 is equal to, even though I have defined it before, but it's okay. Array 2 is equal to, even on paper, when we are creating a matrix, we house them inside 2 square brackets, all right? We are going to do the same thing here, right? And then I'm going to have first row, second row, and so on and so forth. I'm going to have first row inside square brackets, comma, and then second row inside square brackets. And 20, 30, 40 right here, and 50, 60, 70 here, right? And if I look at array 2, sure enough, it's a matrix. How can I access array 2 members? Array 2, first I'm going to access its index of row, and then I'm going to provide index of column. Index of row is again 0, 1. I want to go to second row, which is index 1, and third column. Third column is going to be index 2. Second row, third column is going to give me 70. Let's see if it works. And sure enough, it works, right? I want to use this opportunity to introduce another function called reshape. It is very, very helpful in creating matrices in a really nice way, all right? NP dot reshape question mark. It is going to say, you know what? You have to give me A, and then you have to give me its a new shape. Let's just look at a few examples of this. Right? You are providing np.reshape array A, and then you can. This is why we are discussing this. We can provide that new shape in a matrix, or it could be just a very simple number. All right. We are going to come back to that shape of -1, but don't worry about that. We will come back to that. Let me see. I have array underscore 2 or array underscore 1, right? I have that array underscore 1. So this is a vector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members. I'm going to say np dot reshape. We saw that first that we need to pass pass the object or my previous array, and then shape. See, this is a vector. I want to turn this into a matrix of 2 by 3. 2 by 3 matrix has 6 members, and this one also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members. Let's see how that's going to work. I'm going to say 2, 3, and it is going to give you 2 rows and 3 columns. Let me try one more time. np.reshape of array 1, and this time I'm going to say, you know what, give me 3 by 2, and it is going to give me 3 rows and 2 columns. Now I can save this in another array. Array 3 is equal to array 3 is equal to that, and access array 3 the way and use it later on. All right. So this is a very useful function. Something that I'm sure you noticed was this -1. How can you have a matrix with -1 columns? That is a little bit of a double-edged sword. It's a very nice utility that NumPy offers, and in some functions you can use, but you got to be very careful. So let me look at array. What was the name of the other previous array? Array 1. Array 1. It still is that vector, all right? np data reshape. Reshape what? Reshape, I want to reshape array 1, and I definitely want to have 3 rows, but I don't want to do the calculation and to figure out how many columns am I going to have. So I'm going to say 3 comma minus 1, right? That minus 1 really is our way of telling NumPy, well, you know, you go do the calculation. You calculate that one yourself, all right? And sure enough, it is going to give you 3 by 2. So it doesn't make sense to have a minus 1 columns. It's just is there to make sure that to make it a little bit easier for you. Let me finish this video with one last example. np.reshape array 1, and I'm going to say, you know, 6 comma minus 1. So array 1 has 6 numbers. So I want it in 6 rows, but I don't know how many columns. Well, of course, it is going to be 1 column, all right? Nonetheless, reshape function turned this into 6 rows, and I calculated column that it must be minus 1.